Sunday's Sister Wives. Look Back special also saw Christine explain how she was living a half-life of trying so hard to please Kody before their separation. Christine and Kody Brown are looking back on that fateful moment they chose to end their marriage. As the Brown family reflected on various life-changing moments they faced over the years during Sunday's Sister Wives. Look Back special, Christine, 51, and Kody, 54, were able to rewatch the moment they called it quits, a decision that would ultimately alter their family's future for the worse. Despite how emotionally charged that moment proved to be, Christine, who made the official call, which Kody said he was good with, can now view it with a sense of relief. That conversation felt so good in the end. It felt so good, she told the cameras. I remember when that conversation was over, I was like, yes, it was harrowing. And yes, it was hard. But he agreed I could go. Addressing their previous decision, Kody noted that he was just glad that she was brave enough to do it. I wasn't in love with her, he continued. As much as I tried to love her, it just wasn't working all the time. Meanwhile, Christine felt she had been living a half-life of trying so hard to please him by putting him first and putting the family first. In doing so, she was ultimately putting myself last. Recalling how Christine once deemed him a coward for not ending their marriage when he fell out of love, Kody said he's not really allowed to do so due to their religion's rules surrounding polygamy. I'm the prisoner here. I can't just go, hey, I'm done with you, he continued. When a polygamous husband goes, hey, listen, I can't deal with this woman anymore, he goes through the church authority channel. It's like, I just can't do this anymore. And they'll say to him, dude, you're stuck. You don't have that choice. Once we've committed to marrying a woman, the choice is gone. The breakup conversation itself wasn't easy, but Christine expressed her love for that moment since it marked the day she took my power back. I stopped focusing on him and I started focusing on me and my life and my kids. It was that day and I loved that day, she added. Christine, who was Kody's third wife, announced the pair's split in November 2021. At the time, she said that the pair have grown apart, and she made the difficult decision to leave. But the exes still planned to be a strong presence in each other's lives as we parent our beautiful children and support our wonderful family. Christine's decision to leave comes with a great deal of sadness, he said in a separate statement. We enjoyed many years together, and I have a large amount of respect and admiration for her. Although we are moving forward on different paths, we will always remain committed parents. In the months that followed, Kody's second wife, Brown, and first wife, Meri Brown, also chose to leave him. The father of 18 is now only married to his fourth wife, Robyn Brown. However, Kody Brown remained quiet in the aftermath of his son's death, but the famous husband from the TLC series was captured in a photo just as he was breaking into a sprint. The debate is on, with some fans slamming the once husband of four because of where he was. Still, others think he may need to be where he is to give himself some grief therapy. Kody Brown and his family navigate life today after a horrendous tragedy, the loss of one of their children. Garrison Brown took his own life 3 weeks ago, so the wounds are still raw for the family members. Some of the sister wives' family members took to social media in the days and weeks following. They expressed their feelings from their loss of a much-loved son, brother, uncle, and friend. Brown, who was Garrison's mom, posted a few messages following her son's death. But today she remains quiet, most likely grieving with her large family around her. Meri Brown and Christine Brown also posted messages. Both ex-wives struggled to get back into normal daily living. The same goes for many of the adult sister wives' kids, with a couple trying to make sense of what just happened. But Kody Brown remained out of the public eye. That is, until recently. One astute sister wives fan happened to look up and see Kody Brown sprint by. The photo they captured, seen below, only caught the backside of him, but the person who took the picture said he moved at a quick pace through a Vegas casino. So Sister Wives fans immediately started an online debate, as the comments were at 520 and growing by Thursday morning. Many thought Kody shouldn't be at a casino while his family grieves, but many others suggest everyone grieves in their own way. Since he seems to be there alone, he might have needed to find some distraction from his despair, suggested other commenters. The person who posted the photo said Kody was running through the shops at the casino, but that's as far as it went. A while back, one of the sister wives' adult daughters said that her father and Robyn Brown spent way beyond their means. So some fans thought that Kody was out doing something he seemed to love to do, shopping. But many more Sister Wives fans seemed willing to cut Kody a break from the slamming that usually follows a post about him. They look at Kody as a father who just lost a son. No matter what reason he had for being there, fans were empathetic to his situation today. Many suggested it was his way of getting some grief therapy. No matter what it looked like, it seemed many fans were willing to stop their usual Kody bashing. So the person who posted the photo said it was Kody Brown. But because you can't see his face, some may question if it is him, despite it looking very much like Kody Brown from behind. Still, something good came out of this post for the Sister Wives patriarch. It demonstrates how many folks empathize with this TLC series starred during his time of great despair. However, after the recent ceremony for Garrison Brown, many Sister Wives viewers began to wonder about Meri Brown's status with the family. Several people question if the Brown kids still consider her their mom. While it is hard to believe that Meri Brown's separation from plural marriage could affect her status as mom, some of the kids have been forward about Meri being abusive. On Reddit, one Sister Wives viewer poses a question about Meri. They say, Meri and the wives/kids, then discuss how the family views her. With Garrison's passing due Janelle, Christine and Kody acknowledge that Meri was still one of the kids' mom. Admittedly, the status may be muddy after the split. Furthermore, the user says, I know there's tensions between three women, but do they consider her part of the family during celebrations/struggles, etc.? However, the Redditor brings up a good point about how a family might act in the face of tragedy. More so, the initial poster notices the seating arrangement Meri Brown chose. I just was looking at photos and Meri is still front row, just looks disconnected in ways. It's hard to explain what I'm asking. Later, the poster edits to say not only the funeral but overall, giving the example of how Christine and Janelle still talk about being a mom to each other's kids. One person says, I would imagine that nothing has really changed. Historically, none of them really include or consider Meri in their planning, but also expect her to be included by someone else and don't mind that she's around or even expect her to be around. I think they also kind of leave it up to their children to define her role as a mother to them. Like they sat with her at Logan's wedding, but if she hadn't been included in that mother group, they all wouldn't have even noticed until a producer asked them about her. Additionally, over the years, some of the Brown kids have stated that Meri Brown was abusive during their childhood. Undeniably, there is tension with Mykelti Maddie and Peyton Brown. Furthermore, there has been strain between her only biological child, Leon. Other users reminded Meri was the disciplinarian. When compared to the other parents, she may have seemed abusive solely from the aspect of differing personalities and parenting choices. Notably, in the photo from Garrison Brown's military funeral, Meri Brown is sitting next to Aspen and Mitch. Many believe this was about the division Meri has with some of the children. Mykelti sat in the same row with her arms crossed. Previously, her dislike for Meri was apparent, but without a doubt, this was a hard day for everyone. Perhaps the seating arrangements very well don't matter in a time of grieving, but they still can paint a picture of what might be going on. Although the answer isn't clear how the Brown kids refer to Meri Brown, it is clear she shows up. Undoubtedly, Meri has always loved her family even when it was difficult. Hopefully, for the sake of the family, everyone set their difference aside and tried to support one another through the grief. However, most of the Sister Wives stars tune into each episode when the newest season premieres. Some cast members even revisit old episodes from time to time. But what about family patriarch Kody Brown? Late last year, Kody Brown appeared on the Mormonism live podcast to talk about his lived experiences. During the episode, Kody seemed to make an interesting confession about previous episodes. Keep reading to see what was said and how other Sister Wives fans reacted. Plenty of Sister Wives cast members refer to old episodes for one reason or another, but Kody Brown apparently doesn't. In a recent Reddit thread, one user pointed out that Kody stated he doesn't like to watch himself in older seasons. Kody's appearance on Mormonism Live, the OP titled their Reddit post, Kody does present himself well and sounds knowledgeable. He admits polygamy has not been a success with his family, but a few things tripped me up. All about Robyn or Christine. He noted that he and Robyn had an 11-day honeymoon. Then said OG3 all had their own honeymoon too, right? He did acknowledge that he had failings. Said he couldn't watch episodes because it was painful to himself, or something to that effect. The OP went on to talk about how quickly Kody fell for Robyn without ever consulting Christine or Janelle at all. Meri played a role in their union, but it ended up backfiring on her in the end. They concluded by saying Robyn played an extremely negative role in each marriage, which ultimately led to the triple divorce. Naturally, many fans thought it was clear why Kody had trouble watching himself in earlier seasons. Over time, he allowed his family to completely crumble as he devoted all his time and attention to Robyn. Overall, other Reddit users found Kody's appearance on the podcast to be incredibly frustrating. They felt that the hosts didn't press him enough. Oddly enough, the complaints echoed the grievances about the tell-alls.